Okay, I think we'll make a start. Thumbs up. Right, thank you. Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Melanie Lawton. I'm the Community Rail Strategic Lead with Transport for Wales. In the room today are my colleagues Sian Jones and Danielle Hopkins. We're here today to talk to you about a project that we have in the organisation called Confidence to Travel. We want this session to be for you to get the most out of it. So in this screen here, we have question and answers and a couple of reactions. So we're going to share a PowerPoint presentation with you about the work that we do. Please feel free to type questions as we go. We hopefully will be monitoring it and we can answer it. Danielle is based in South Wales and Sian is based in North Wales, and I cover all of it. So we're just going to share our screen. Okay, so today's session we are going to talk about using public transport. We're going to talk to you about Transport for Wales, where we operate, what the scheme is, and how you refer into the project so we can help you travel. There will be a question and answer session. Please, again, use the options on your screen to type a question as we go. For this session today, we're aiming for about half an hour. We do want open and honest conversation. We do recognise that there are some challenges with the service as it is now. There's lots of transformation happening. But on the positive side, we do have a number of new trains coming into service, which is helping the transformation and more people travel. So this is our network. This is our network map, just for some geography. If you can see my little mouse here. This is Wales. This is North Wales. Here is Anglesey, Manchester, Piccadilly, Manchester Airport here, Birmingham halfway down the map, over to the Cambrian coast in Aberystwyth. Then we have South Wales here. Okay, so there is Cardiff, Newport, Cardiff, and Swansea here. Okay, does everybody see my mouse wiggling? Can I have a thumbs up? Great, thank you. Okay, so today I am joining you from Llandudno. So I'm on the coast here, right at the top. Sian's joining us from Rhyl and Dan's joining us from the valleys. So Transport for Wales, we are a publicly owned organisation with Welsh Government. We've got 248 stations. Some of them are staffed stations where we have people that work on gate lines in ticket offices, and then we've got other stations that are unstaffed. Okay, so you can see all these networks here. These are coloured for a reason. We work with community rail partnerships. We have community teams out there, so they're colour coded. So if you can read small writing, I can't, I need my glasses, but you will see this one, for example, is the Conwy Valley line. Okay, we've got Chester to Crewe. There we go, for example. So for the presentation today, we thought some of the questions may be centred around travel in South Wales, and my colleague Danielle is on the call to answer any questions that come up. What we're proposing is we can help some of the learners and their families to use public transport, to use the railway to get to enable their learning, to enable them to get to health appointments, family occasions, social networking, and do it confidently using our railway. So just again for geography, here is Cardiff, there, and there is Swansea. So travelling on that line there. Okay. So what do we intend to do? We want to understand the barriers that people face when using train for a journey. We really recognise and understand the anxieties and the challenges and the lack of confidence when you need to use public transport. we're coming out of COVID. I've worked in the railways now for a number of years, and my colleagues had to support me to use the train again to come to work. So there was a bit of anxiety myself, and we don't shy away from these issues. But what we want to do, the team here, we want to work to understand what your particular barriers are, help you plan a journey using the tools available to you, use our assisted travel where you need to. We can take you on a station visit, and then we will undertake a purposeful journey. What I mean by a purposeful journey is, we can, if you're doing a regular journey that you need to do, but you're nervous to do it, or using the train for work, for health, for leisure, to meet family and friends, we will support you to do that. Now, we don't work on a one-to-one basis, but we do work with a group of people who have somebody that's looking after that group. Okay, so a group leader, for example, or a tutor. We can take groups of people out across the network. We need this to work for you, and we're here to support the challenges that lots of people are facing. So if I hand over to my colleague, Sian Jones, Sian will talk through the next couple of slides around the barriers. So I will be in control of the PowerPoint presentation. Just a reminder, if you've got questions, please use the question and answers option at the top of the screen. You've also got the emotions. So please, if you're loving what we're saying, give us a love heart or a thumbs up or an applause. If you're not enjoying what we're saying, or you do have a question for us, please put it in the chat, in the questions and answer, and we will respond. You've got our full attention for the next 25 minutes. Okay, Sian, over to you.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everybody. So these sessions, we've been running them across Wales now. So we, as Melanie showed on the previous slide, it's broken down into, we run 5 sessions, but we can adapt that to what the group actually require. So they may not need all the sessions, so we can adapt it to what their requirements are. So the first session is barriers. What are people's barriers to travel? There are a number of issues. Anxiety is a huge one, obviously, and lack of confidence due to the pandemic as well. There can be other reasons. They may have had an experience that put them off the train travel many years ago. I've worked with a few people that has happened to. They've been back on a train and seen the difference and how that's helped them. Lack of confidence, whether there's any language barriers, if there's any mobility issues. So that can actually hinder people's confidence as well, actually travelling. The cost, yeah, we do understand with the cost of train travel, but if that is an issue, TFW, we have run many different offers to help with tickets, so that information is kept on our website, and we can help you as community rail ambassadors. You can get in touch with us if you need to know about that. There's a number of rail cards as well that can assist people to get money off travel. So if you're going to be using the train on a frequent basis, that could be an idea to actually get one of the cards. And time as well. It's dependent where you actually live to have access to the trains as well. On the next slide, what Mel's going to show us, we've actually got a video which highlights some of the barriers that people experience. One last thing before we show the video. With regards to this session, we can meet people, as I said, in their group, and it's just a very informal chat. Is what are people's barriers? I've put down, we've got 4 examples there. There could be other barriers that we're not aware of. People have different barriers, so if we can find out about them, that's when we can actually help and assist people. So Mel, do you want to show the video? So this video is about 10 minutes long, and it's following a young person's journey on the train for the first time. And this young person's actually she's on the autism spectrum. So we just highlight her journey for you. And I can, when I watched this video as well, everybody that's seen it, you can actually pick something off there that you have your own confidence. I question if anybody can watch this without actually picking up one of the things that they recognise in themselves. I think, as said, I really like the video, and I think it highlights the barriers that people experience. Okay, Mel?
I'm going to play the video on the next screen. So it's 10 minutes long. Please give it your full attention. It's been created by members in our community who have come. We've been working with them through our community rail teams to help understand the barriers, and this is an honest storytelling of journeys from their point of view. They wrote the script, they travelled. This is for your benefit.
What's this?
Doesn't look like a bill.
I don't like the look of this.
I can't get out of this one.
Why can't it be round here?
I really do not want to get on the train, but I've got no choice.
What if I get the wrong ticket?
What if I miss my stop?
What if I don't get there on time?
It's going to cost me a fortune.
What if I miss my step and fall between the train and the platform?
Hi! I'm really excited you've decided to come. I'll check the timetable for you and text you the times. There's lots of different trains you can take. I'll send you a link to the travel app. You can download it and keep track of how far along your journey you've gotten. There's plenty of help points and staff about if you get stuck, or if you need any help buying your ticket. If you fancy, you can visit the station beforehand to get familiar with the different entrances and barriers. Dad's going to meet you at Chester. He's really looking forward to seeing you. Have you got his new number in your phone? I'll tell you what, I'll send it to you anyway. Keep me updated and I'll see you as soon as you arrive. We can go get a few drinks together. I can't wait.
Of course, so you're travelling today?
I'm travelling tomorrow.
No problem. And are you returning?
Yes, I'll be returning.
Okay, it's £31, please.
Should I ask for help?
There we are. Thanks very much.
I'm not sure where to go.
I'm still so worried about everything.
It was a good idea to have a look around the station first.
So far, so good.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Hello there.
I don't want to bother him.
I'm so nervous about all of this.
I'm really worried.
No problem at all. Your next train's on platform 3 in about 5 minutes. If you'd like to follow me, I can take you to the platform. Okay. If you'd like to wait here, the next train will be through in about 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Can you tell I'm anxious?
Can you tell I'm nervous?
Can you tell I don't like crowds?
How will I find my seat?
How will I keep my stuff safe?
What if this isn't the right platform?
Can you see I'm doing better than last time?
Can you see I'm unsteady on my feet?
Can you see? I'm shaking.
What if the train is too busy?
There are too many people on this platform.
Why is everybody looking at me?
Can you see I'm in pain?
Can I get to the toilet and back before the train turns up?
Can you tell I'm not confident doing this?
Can you see I'm having a bit of a panic attack?
What if I get lost?
Can you see this is hard for me?
Did you know you're not the only one feeling this way?
Is it okay if I sit next to someone?
What if I miss my stop?
Why is everybody looking at me?
Where shall I put my bag? Where did I put my ticket?
Where did I put my ticket?
What if someone sat in my seat?
What if someone sat in my seat?
I'm never going to get a seat.
I hope I've got enough charge on my phone.
What if there's nowhere to put all my stuff?
What if I leave my bag behind?
What if I miss my connection? What do I do if this goes wrong?
Did you know you're not the only one feeling this way?
I made it.
I wonder who else is on the train.
Are we going the right way?
Hope I've got everything.
Can't wait to see my dad and my sister.
Let's just try and relax. Enjoy the journey.
Lovely scenery.
What was that last stop?
How many stops are there before I get off?
I hope Dad's there when I arrive.
Are we nearly there?
Great, Dad's already there.
Our next station stop is Chester. We will shortly be arriving at Chester Station. Thank you.
I need to get to the door before anyone else.
When do I stand up?
Where's Dad? I can't see him.
Have I got everything?
Have I picked everything up?
Hope the station's not too busy.
There's too many people. I can't see him.
I hope I can find him.
Lovely to see you. You made it then. Should we go and grab a quick coffee before we get the next train?
I made it.
I'm so proud of myself.
This looks like the cafe here. What do you reckon? Shall we just go in and have a quick cuppa? Yeah, come on. Find a seat somewhere.
Do you know what? It's so good to see you today. You got here safe and sound, all by yourself too. And I know how difficult this journey's been for you, not just getting on the train, but everything else you've been through, emotionally and with your health. Do you want to know a little secret? Even I've been struggling with thoughts of coming and making this journey today after all that's gone on. So I'm really pleased, and I'm really relieved that I have you to travel with today. What I found really helpful was all the tools available, like the travel app, so I could plan my journey in advance without even leaving the house. And all the advice and support from the friendly staff at the station and on the trains have made this trip smoother and a lot more enjoyable. I don't know what you think. After today's journey and the experience of travelling by yourself, they've been holding you back now. You've been planning trips everywhere, knowing that support is there to help you. So I'm really proud of you. Your sister is so looking forward to seeing you today, and she's very proud that you've managed to overcome your anxieties around travel to make it to a wedding this weekend. She's been messaging me constantly about you being there and to make sure that I'm on the platform at Chester to meet you. By overcoming your fears today and embracing all the support out there to help you with your travels, well, I think it's just fantastic and really inspirational. What you've achieved today could help people see what they are missing by not using public transport, such as meeting family and friends, taking holidays, and even going to work. If only they could see and hear you today, it would show them that with the right information and support, they could also feel safer and be able to travel confidently again, going on new journeys and creating new memories. We need to make sure we meet up like this more often. This is far nicer and so much better than Zoom. I think our train's nearly here. So let's get our things together and go and wait on the platform. When we get to the other end, I bet we can hear your sister before we see her. Come on, let's go.
I know we can tell her off because she's been texting me like mad to make sure I was at the railway station to meet you. Hey, I think I might have spotted her. What about you? Did you see her? I get the feeling she's this way. There she is. She's here.
You made it. I'm so glad to see you.
That film was created in really challenging circumstances for the passengers and the people behind the cameras. We really helped push them. They asked us to support them on a train journey. Some of them hadn't left their homes for 2 years. Some hadn't left hadn't travelled on public transport for years and years. Who was brave enough to have the GoPro on her as she travelled on the journey, really pushed her own boundaries. We travelled on 3 trains and visited 3 stations. And this started off as a script where we would just go to the train station and see how we felt. And from that, the confidence has grown where they were able to create this script and do this journey. And we've supported them through that. And I think Sian probably talked through some of the anxieties that popped up on the screen there, which are relatable even to myself as a confident rail user. Every now and again, I do have a bit of a wobble. I've got colleagues here to reassure me that it's worth travelling. You're on mute, Sian.
Oh, typical error. Sorry, everybody. With watching that video when I first saw it, I picked up some of the anxieties I had. I've worked for Transport for Wales now, just coming up to nearly 2 years. And I used to travel to Cardiff with a previous job. And I can honestly say I did have, and I share this with the groups as well, I did have anxiety because when on the older style trains that we used to have, used to put the window down. And that's how I used to open the door, the handle. I used to panic. And it's been known that I've actually walked from one side of the train carriage to the other because I always had to ensure that somebody was there for me to open the door. But now that I work on the trains and travel more, and I've looked at it logically, every time the train stops at the station, the guard gets off. So he has a look if anybody needs any assistance. So instead of me panicking, he would have been there. So, and also like trying to find your seat and panic. And then some of those comments there, like, where's my ticket? I've sometimes checked in 2 or 3 times before. I used to check when my ticket was. So I think I challenge anybody there not to recognise something in themselves with one of the barriers. So that's enough about the barriers. I think that demonstrated it brilliantly, that video. So one of the next sessions we would look at is planning your journey. And we demonstrate the way our app and our website can help with doing this as well. So I understand that not everybody has smartphones as well, but for people that have smartphones, the app is brilliant. You can buy a ticket, you can plan a journey, you can check we have something called capacity checker. So you can check if your train's going to be busy. And that actually looks at the information over a period of those trains travelling. So it can tell you whether your train's going to be busy that day or whether it's not going to be busy. So you can choose, if you have the choice to actually when to travel. Live times as well, if your train's running on time or if it's delayed in any way, and how that can help somebody with confidence and anxiety is if somebody's meeting them or if they're having to change trains on their journey, so they can know what platform they need to go to, how long they've got to find it, because that's what I get a lot of queries with people when we do this session is, they've got to get to a busy a changeover and it's where's my train, basically what platform is it, how long have I got to find it. So if they've got that information beforehand, that helps them as well, that helps them feel a bit more confident. You can get hold of the assisted travel team, you can actually report lost property, you can get in contact with TFW. So there's a lot of things that we can explore with that app. And also you can get that information on the website as well. So if you have got time, I suggest if you want to download the app and go to, as I said, on Apple or Android and just have an explore through it. As you can see on the bottom, it's got like buy, you've got lifetimes, wallet and more. So actually there, you can go into those different tabs and you can explore, and you can get so much information. But as I mentioned before, I understand that not everybody's got a smartphone. So what we can do is basically go through the timetable, because I don't know if, like you, sometimes when I go to a station, the first time I looked at one of those, it looked like a load of hieroglyphics, as I put it, because you've got so many numbers, you've got so many symbols, and you're thinking, what on earth does that mean? So yeah, if somebody needs that help, we can go to the station and we can go through the timetable, or we could see if we can get it printed off for people as well. So we will find a way. But this session is planning the journey. You know, what time do you need to go? Looking at what things you have to take with you. If you're having an appointment or like for a job interview, what time do you have to be there? Let's have a look, you know, the times that we can get you there. So it's a very good session, the planning journey one. I do enjoy it. There we go. And passenger assist. I've quite surprised that I was at a group yesterday, I was at a session yesterday, and a lot of the people had not heard of passenger assist. It's actually a national system and it's supported by all train operators, which allows operators to make arrangements to assist customers that have any disabilities or restricted mobility. So you can access it by phone. And the numbers are on the screen. If you need that information after, we can get that for you. Or visit the website. You can do it on the app. You've got next generation text. It's a brilliant service, and everybody that's used it, they've really basically praised it. I helped a customer a couple of weeks back. She was traveling from one of our stations. She was traveling up to Manchester. And she had mobility issues and she had balance issues, and she was taking a case, so she had worries about that. So what we did, I met her at the station, and then I phoned for her, the passenger assist team. They're really, really helpful. So what we arranged for that lady is she wanted somebody to help meet her at the station when she arrived. To help her over, because where she had to go over up some stairs, over a bridge, and get to the other side of the platform. So she wanted help with that. So we booked that for her, and then what she wanted was to help to get on the train with her bag because of her balance, somebody to help her with her seat, and that was arranged. And then when she got to the end of her journey at Manchester Airport, somebody was going to meet her there, one of the staff, help her with a bag, help her off the train, and actually find, and then she had a sister meeting her. So all this is free. Passenger assist is free. There's no charge, and it runs across all train operating companies. There is a separate, as I said, you can get hold of them on the TfW website or app, but they also have Passenger Assist has their own app as well. So if we did a session and somebody wanted that, we can show them, go through that app with them as well. Okay, thank you. Part of this session, we've got assisted travel. So TfW, we have a number of initiatives to help people with independent travel, to help them feel more confident. We have an Orange Wallet scheme. This was launched, I believe, I think it was 2014-15, and it's in collaboration with the ASD, with Welsh Government as part of the ASD or Wales strategy. So the Orange Wallet is for people who have communication issues, if they have any communication issues. It's a little orange wallet. I haven't got one here now, we've got the screen, but what it is, and it's got little inserts inside it. And what you do, you can print the inserts off. There's a link on our website that you can go in and print them off, or you can go on the autism website and you can print them off, cut them up, put them in this little wallet. So it's some things like, what platform is my train, like the train to Cardiff going from? Basically, how much is a ticket to, or it could be somewhere on the station, like where are the toilets, or if you're on a train, you know, what's my next stop, how much is like a cup of tea. So these are little inserts. So these assist people with any communication issues. We're talking about they were launched to help with autism, but I've had some talks with people hard of hearing, and they absolutely love this idea. It's across all public transport in Wales, so it's on buses and trains, and all our staff at stations are trained to recognise this orange wallet. So it's a brilliant tool, and when we come to do our talks with groups, we bring some orange wallets along with us. We can get them for you, or you can actually contact, I think, the Autism Society, and you can get hold of a wallet there as well. Going along the top, we have assisted travel audio guides, and this are bilingual guides to assist customers with sight loss plan their journey by train. This can be found on our website, and there's a number of different audio guides that you can click on, and it's all from like arriving at your station, buying the ticket, going through the barrier. So this is for people with any sight loss. Then we've got the assistance dogs. So this scheme helps assistant dogs and their owners travel comfortably and safely, giving a protected space for the dog. So it's a little card that you can actually get to put on the seat. The dog obviously doesn't sit on the seat, but it's a protected space for them. And that helps the people feel that they're traveling with more confident as well for the dog, that the dog's actually got room, that it's not going to be squashed in. Because there's a number of things now, disabilities that people have. I have a couple of ladies that I've worked with that have huge anxiety, and they bring their dogs, and that helps calm them down. So this is what we've used this for. So yeah, it's another initiative to help people feel more independent. We have our assisted travel awareness talks like that we're doing now, so we can come along, Dan and I, and talk to you to talk about the assistance available like we're doing now, and how we can help and support and help you feel more confident when traveling. Sunflower lanyard. The gentleman there is wearing the sunflower lanyard, and we can use this in conjunction with the orange wallet scheme. The sunflower lanyard allows the wearer basically to discreetly indicate that they may have additional needs that are not immediately recognised. So again, the staff, part of Transport for Wales staff, when they have their training, platform staff, they're actually trained on this to recognise. So if anybody needs any assistance, if you need a sunflower lanyard, again, we can get hold of them for you. And then lastly, it's the BSL interpretation. This has changed, and forgive me, I always have to look at this title because it's changed, the app. This is an organisation called Sign Video. Again, it's a mobile app service, and it delivers immediate access to online interpreting for deaf BSL users, and it's 24/7. So again, that's an invaluable tool for people that have got any issues with hearing. It can be used in anything. You could even use it like with at a supermarket if anybody's got anything. So it's the interpreting service, and it's there 24/7. So again, the staff are trained to recognise that as well. So those are a number of initiatives that we have to help people feel more independent.
And you'll be pleased to know that on our TFW website now, the organisation has just launched a project called Bright Yellow. And that gives a video tour of a couple of our staffed stations. Cardiff Central is one of those stations, and it allows the user, the passenger, to, when they're planning their journey, Sean and Dan will do this with you, is to take a virtual tour of our stations. So this is a new initiative. We're rolling it out slowly, and it gives you the opportunity to see the station before you visit.
Okay, and then this one, again, another session is a station visit. So that's Cardiff. So some people, when we've planned their journey, they may want to visit the station first to get themselves familiar. But as Mel said, we've got access to that Bright Yellow, which is only looking at the numbers, certain stations at the moment, but we can arrange a station visit for you. So familiarise yourself with the station facilities, how to get through the barriers, if you've got a paper ticket or if you've got your ticket on your mobile. When we've planned the journey as well, go to the platform that you'll be catching your train from. So getting you used to where like lifts are, any help points, toilets. So it's just getting yourself familiarised with the station, so that can help with your confidence before you actually go on your journey. And also at times it's like the opportunity to meet British Transport Police officers to discuss the safety at stations, because a number of sessions that I've done with this, some people are quite concerned when they see a British Transport Police officer at the station. I've asked this question, and 9 times out of 10, a lot of people have said that they think there's something going on at the station, that they're concerned, and that would heighten anybody's anxiety if that's their issue. But what a lot of majority of times, British Transport Police officers are there to help us feel safe and secure at stations. They travel up and down the lines, so you will see them often at stations. So they are there for basically to help keep us safe and secure. And we can organise if they're available for when we do a station visit, if we, you know, and they can give us a little chat as well, which I'm doing. I've got a group that I'm going to be doing in a couple of weeks, and I'm arranging for one of the officers to come and speak to the group as well. And the next one after that would be, I'd like to say, is we go on the journey. So take you on the journey. So with myself and Dan, we'd accompany you. So we'll have worked with you through these sessions, deeming how many sessions you require, and then go on the journey with you. So yeah, so that's our initiative. That's a Confidence to Travel initiative. So yeah, lastly, as this slide says, thank you very much. So I don't know if we're having any questions after, or if anybody's going to put anything in the chat or question and answers, but you know, we can get back to you. So yeah, so thank you very much for listening.
Okay, thank you, Sian. I'll do my own round of applause for you. Wonderful. There is a question. I don't know if you can see it on my screen. Please, can you explain at the end that we will be running sessions at Adult Learning Wales in conjunction with Transport for Wales. Some people here today may be from outside the organisation. All details will be on the website once the sessions are arranged. There we go. That is true. We're working with Adult Learning Wales to help support some of their learners use our railway network with their families. Are there any more questions before we dial off the session today? I hope you found it interesting and worthwhile. It's an important subject for us. We work with a lot of people in communities. We want to better connect our communities to their railways, maximise the benefit here, and help people to travel more sustainably and leave the cars behind. It's all part of our behaviour change we're doing at Transport for Wales. If there are any more questions, I haven't got any in the chat at the moment. I'll just close that. We can take additional questions separately from this session. If you want to email us, our email address is community@tfw.wales. The team monitor that email address, and we will reply to that from the inbox. If you enjoyed that session today and you think that maybe one of your friends, family, relatives, colleagues would like to benefit from the service that we are providing here, please again pass on our contact details. We will end the session shortly. If you enjoyed that session, please give us a thumbs up or a love heart, some reaction, so that I know that we still have an audience, which is always good at the end of a session. Thumbs up, thank you very much. Thank you. Much appreciated. I think we will stop the session here today. We'll stop the recording shortly, and I wish you a pleasant day and enjoy the bank holiday weekend. Thank you for your time, everybody.